I'm trying to make some back so I can take me to Ibiza. My hanging with a fork, my oven hot like a heat. Burn up on my top. He try to be my baby daddy. Daddy issues, my daddy's issues. That's my issue. My name is Ego, but I go by the greatest poet of all time. I'm trying to be positive a bit today, so my first poem is going to be Curses to My Exes.
Okay.
So later my exes are here. Curses to my exes. I wish you'd never find the closest parking space at your favorite supermarket. I wish you'd roll a joint, get high, and trip for hours. I wish you'd eat stale bread for the rest of your life and that you constantly find holes in all your t-shirts. I wish creases on your favorite sneakers. I wish you'd write your lover's name on the beach and high tide waves would wash it away repeatedly. I also wish your voice would remain in a state of puberty and all your woman crush Wednesdays would say ew. And when you step into a crowd of people, everybody would boo. But rather, I wish you a kind love laced in affection. Love that creates, conquers, and caters to your love language, and that your vessel of self will everlastingly be filled with overflowing certainty and reassurance. I wish assurance of your ideal, picture-perfect woman who's draped in beauty with a sound mind, and that her presence allows you to leave and emerge from your past. I wish prosperity in every area of your God-given life, and that Christ would reside in you too. I wish harmony and symphony of peace, but I also wish your baby toe would wedge itself in every table's corner and that you trip over smooth pavements. I wish birds would release their fresh morning dumps on you and that home affairs system would be offline every time you go there. I wish you'd push doors that say pull. Honestly, I wish you ashy ankles and speeding tickets you know nothing about. Instead, I wish healing upon you and that your progress would light up your Daniel in your lion's den. And that in the midst of troubles, you would remain focused on God's light that sets you upon a hill that could never be dimmed. I wish that your past would help you evolve and never define you, but rather mold you into a man of excellence that seeks out wisdom and humility. Because in releasing you, I've released myself. All right. I'm going to do my second poem. It's called I Want to Speak to the Manager. It's also titled The Karens of This World. Hi. Hello. Yes, I would like to speak to the manager, please. I have a long list of inquiries that I would like to express. Sorry, can I please speak to the manager, please? Hello. Yes. My name is Nkateko, and I want to speak to the manager because 5-year-olds know the grip and all-consuming penetration that is rape. Cranes being stuck down and emptying out every being of their unfulfilled childhoods, left with the regret and questioning their lives altogether, or rather left lying in little body-sized shallow ditches, left as they miscarry their existence. I want to speak to the manager because the poor are left in a state of survival, poor housing in shacks breathing collectively in unison, claustrophobic in 4 walls, 9 people in a household, mother working 2 jobs to the morning lights. Nothing ever comes right, living hand to mouth just for so-called scavengers to have a bite. Fruits and vegetables priced at an all-time high, unreasonable. That's the price to pay in a democratic, sometimes autocratic country. Now the gap between the rich and the poor is that the poor are constantly itching for a fix. Opportunities for socio-economic crimes always make them tick, trying to recite the bills to open gates, not even making minimum wage rates, segregated amongst the only race. Yeah. Oppressors have convinced us of a minor ability justified with, it is what it is. Yeah. No, it isn't what it is when black people are constantly subdivided, subsectioned, sub-included, and sub-isolated amongst themselves and aren't appreciating the essence of togetherness. The same togetherness that will bring forth unity. The African Renaissance that believes in the ideology that the African people shall overcome their current challenges, confronting the continent and achieving cultural, scientific, and economic renewal. I want to speak to the manager because all we know about this diluted and biased history, as Prophet AKA would say, Mandela in a row. Blaming the youth on its lack of history and never the authors of history. Never leaving historic stories as a mystery. Real ordinary citizens put on the front line to fight a battle while our so-called freedom fighters are exiled or perhaps exit to the battle. The only real heroes of this country could fight and they continue to remain at war. We still need answers. The same education system that needs to exceed our potential is the same one that barely provides good books, good tables, and not even educate educators. The education system so flawed that we're taught what I mean to say, force-fed information and life orientation without the texts. Afrikaans without the history of the language, and English without more of African literate poets and writers. Miss Essay tends to lack substance. Preaching essays and the stand behind world hunger and world peace, but houses when image and size 3 bodies at the centers. Snatch waste but nothing spoken from the wall, bikini bodies and traveling always portrayed in the fall. I want to speak to the manager because Christians have turned their religion into a lie. Using scriptures to justify their sinful ways, judging people's sexuality, yet they still lie and gossip and get high. Lacking consistency in using His grace and tender mercies when it suits them. Praying and fasting on Sunday, yet Monday you walk with the devil and by Saturday you're ashamed. Oh, you have another call coming through. Shall I call you back? Oh, you won't be available to talk. Don't worry, I'll call you back. I still have a long list of inquiries to make and a whole lot of books to say.
You'll decide. That's what we do here. Another round of applause for Gatero. Yeah, in the top 5, it is very rough. I feel sorry for the judges, by the way. If you're a judge, I'm sorry you have this task. But anyway, good luck.
Let's talk about it. Us talk. Let's talk about it. Us talk.